Hail and hail and or welcome. Oh. Hail. That's why. That's why. There's weird audio layering. Alright, what do we got? What do we got, huh? What in the world do we have here? Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. That torch is really cool, though. I can buy the torch. Even though I probably should have got the Mothman bundle because it has a torch in it. But it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hope y'all doing okay. Hope y'all doing okay. So my voice got better. My digital voice. Listen. Craft legendaries with modules. Sell to NPC vendors. Daily quests. Workshop conquest. Lucky hole mine. Power plants. Farm fusion cores. Public events. XP run. Toxic goo harvest. Rebuild camp. Move camp. Repair armor. Repair weapons. Craft ammo. Sleep. Play music. Stock vendors. Transfer items between characters. Bury Mentat run. Dump caps at vendor if over 20,000. U.S. requisition holotape. Garahan building farm. Reputation root farm. Iron or south ash heap. Multiply crops at workshop. Purified water at workshop. Grafton monster farm. Tanagra town crickets. Faction dailies. Spend gold. Razorgrain flower farm. Scorch beast farm. Ammo machine. Deathclaw farm. Tarberry farm. Flatwood silt beam. Check keyword status. Nuke Findingo Colossus for a cursed weapon. Sugar Run. Nuka-Cola Farm. Concrete. Laid at Monorail. Abandoned Bog Town Secret Floor. Farm Mole Miners for Aluminum. Top of the World Aluminum Farm. Ski Poles. Enclave Code Piece. Keycard Search. Somerville Bookhouse. Enclave Events. Wood Farm. Dogwood Farm. Smelt Ore. Smelt spoiled vegetables and fruit. Cook food close to spoiling. Mirelurk Egg Farm. Mothman Egg Farm. Nuka-Cola Factory Farm. Sunshine Well Farm. Daily Ops. Get a high bounty by picking locks. Honey Farm. Convert perks into coins. Purchase lunchboxes with gold.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
1 second. 1 second. I want to make a reference to you. I'm making a reference, people. Let me make my references. Right here. This is how I feel right now with my keyboard, okay? There it goes. That's exactly how I feel right now. Horrible. Was that couch always there? Sure. Around to us, boss. The couch runs away. Opens up a portal and disappears. horrible. Is it my fingers or is it the keyboard? I can't tell. Ugh. I'll get used to it. The definite schmutz on my keyboard here. The definite, like... something going on. Hey, hold on a second. Why is that stump there? Hold on a second. There wasn't a second telephone pole right exactly here. And why is there a second street sign? I swear it's my fingers. Are they like emitting a grease? I think it's my fingers. Baby spiders. It was a wild night last night. Woo! Oh man, last one. They're all polished up because the schmutz spread around. They're all shiny. Okay. Maybe it's in my brain. I think that's the problem. I think it's my brain. I don't think it's the actual surfaces. How do you solve that one? Okay. Back to the game. Yeah. So this game here is Fallout 76. And I'm starting off my day by you know, going through the script vendor over here at the train station. You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of these legendaries I want to get rid of. Sort by value.
Oh, yes.
What are my thoughts on Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax and Bethesda? I think it's for more reason than the video games. It's for more reason than the video games. If you think it's just about the video games, you're a darn dirty fool. Fool. You know what it's about? I think, using my know-how and cunning, I think it's because I'm just now thinking about it. I think it's because ZeniMax was working, or ZeniMax Bethesda was working on a cloud-based game streaming service or protocols to take a game and get it ready for cloud services. And Microsoft is working on a very similar thing. They're both working on similar things. So I think they just bought that and all the games. I think the games were just a bonus. You know what I mean? But they own Xbox, and I think for sure we're going to see some cross-platforming. At this point, if you don't see cross-platforming between Xbox and PC, it's just bananas. You know? The cool thing is that Microsoft owns Windows, so it's even better. Even better. And even better thing, Microsoft owned Mixer, but they sold Mixer to Facebook. You see, so Facebook is kind of in there a little bit. There's some ties to Facebook in there, a tiniest of bits. You see, but I think it's about cloud streaming protocol technologies and some weird VR technologies. Maybe they want to own Fallout 4 VR and put on Xbox. Expect that one. You know, I would expect some VR cloud-based garbage coming up in the future. That's my opinion. I think it was less about the games, more about the surrounding technologies that are proprietary to ZeniMax and Bethesda that Microsoft wanted to get their hands on. This is what I'm talking about. I typed in ZeniMax, Bethesda, Cloud Gaming, boom, Orion. So this is Bethesda Orion. Okay, so Microsoft would be getting this. I think it's about this. See? Orion is a technology that enhances the experience of a stream game. Orion technology reduces latency and bandwidth while streaming a game, making stream games accessible to more people in more areas of higher quality. It's a game and platform agnostic technology that optimizes game engines for streaming. In contrast to the gaming engine, see? Done. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not just the game. They made an offer they couldn't refuse. Yeah. So right now I am getting rid of all the items I crafted yesterday. I crafted a bunch of Secret Service items yesterday that were straight up danky garbage. So let's get rid of them. Do I think there'll be a Fallout 4 VR for PlayStation? Isn't there already a Fallout 4? Maybe I was wrong about that. Well, sorry. Maybe I wasn't really thinking when I was like, maybe there'll be a Fallout 4 VR for Xbox. I was kind of saying that because there is no VR for Xbox. But there is for PlayStation. You know there's going to be a VR for Xbox. It may never come to PS4 VR. Fallout 4 VR may never come to PSVR at all. So no, it's not. Because it requires all kinds of technology. I don't know if Fallout 4 VR is for PSVR. No. 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 The answer is no. I mean, the game itself is one of the higher demanding games. You have to have a pretty decent rig to pull off Fallout 4 VR smoothly. VR requires 90 frames per second for it to be seamless and awesome. This, Brotherhood of Steel music's pretty cool. Alright. PS5. Yep. PS5 should be able to pull off VR just fine. And the cool thing is the headset for the PSVR is pretty decent. It looks futuristic and it feels futuristic. The controls are straight garbage. It uses the PS3 move controls. It hasn't rolled over yet. We're still dealing with yesterday's script. Whenever I sell things, I organize based upon value or weight, depending. And I focus on getting rid of the Secret Service items first. Alright. Alright. Everything back. Order sucks. All the non-Secret Service items I'll sell to the vendor for straight nothing. Just to give it away. Give it away now. Know what I mean? I like doing that from time to time. I like to give things away. You might think a good way to give things away is by putting it on the ground in a paper bag or by putting it in some luggage or some old box or a dumpster. I say, sell it to the vendor. Make someone buy it for caps. It'll confuse them up. All the weird stuff. All the stuff that, you know, it'll help them, but it's not good. Melee items with swing speed I like to sell at my own vendor. So that's what I'm doing. About to sell a bunch of garbage to the vendor here. I have to start my day off with... I have to start my day off with a bit of inventory clearance, you know what I mean? Otherwise, we won't make much progress in the future. I have to keep stopping. So I got the skin for the super sludge. I'm gonna totally put it on as a torch. Alright. One more time. Secret Service, Secret Service, Secret Service.
No.
Secret Service. I wish we had color coding. Okay. So, let's go sell some items. You know, I just realized I now have enough. Oh, let's also put my full set of unyielding on for massive transfers of flim flam. I like to, you know, I like to wear my unyielding. Yeah. I realize that now I have enough charisma to put on Hard Bargain. Pretty sure. Yep. Yep. Wonderful.
Vendor unit is equipped with
Okay.
fast.
Goodbye. All the stuff I'm selling to the vendor like a chump. Hey, like a chump. For a reason. This is to help out the people, okay? You don't want to do that. You do not want to do this. Only I can. Okay, sort by spoilage. Get rid of everything.
Dangerous to go alone.
All the meat.
It's dangerous to go
All the alcohol.
in groups. It's just dangerous out there.
All the pre-war food.
Stock up.
Buff out, buff tats. Don't need that. I'll sell my comics here, basically giving it away. Day Tripper. People need these weird drugs sometimes to give themselves addictions if you have a junkies build, for example. So, they're looking for them.
Ammo, chems, or spiky bits.
I'll sell the good stuff at my camp and whatever.
You may find some
Give away the bad stuff. Normally I'd want to script it, but I'm trying to save all the script for items that I've crafted.
Note to the gourmands. Human flesh is not acceptable tender here.
The blood black nothingness began to spin. Let's move on the system. You feel like you're part of the system? Cells interlinked within cells interlinked within cells interlinked.
Up. Just kidding. Want to buy or sell?
Okay, while I'm here, I will purchase your gears. Concretia. Ballistic fiberata. And some springs for no reason. Some lead.
You
And it's because I have to give the vendor money, understand? I have to give the vendor money so I can sell more stuff to the vendor. So you have to buy some stuff. So why not? Why not?
had a hard day of killing and looting. Don't want to haul it back yourself. Sell it here.
Done. Uh-oh. And what do we have now? We got that garbage. We have this. I'll put my bolstering back on. Life saving. Okay. All right. We have 200 pounds free, and I'll just drop off that much. And how about that much? Perfect. Perfect. I'll drop off all the unyielding except for my chest. I heard someone mention it's the burning mine, so I might need the jetpack. So I might use all bolstering besides the chest. Well. I could try to go without jetpack. I could just be very careful. I'll try to go without the jetpack on my first run through. Because, you know, the dense chest mod will keep me alive. Okay, everything else is fine. Sort by weight. Keycard, aluminium, repair kits, blah blah blah. I'll drop off the gunpowder while I'm here. All these other holotapes, I like to clean those up. All the plans, clean them up. Bunch of garbanzo nonsense. Mods. Okay, ammo, boom. Alright, the rest of this I'll drop off right here. You have the mods, and you can have the gunpowder. And we are done, right? I'll give some lucky stranger some impacts. And a drop of purified water. A magazine or two. Perfect. Go back up to suppressor. Bam, bam, boom. This is my build. Here you go. Look at it. You can look at it. You can look at it. You can look at it. My keyboard is not displayed. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Bam, bam, boom. Bam. Unequip. Equip. Fire. Earth, wind, water, and heart. Boom. So to level this up, I need 100 perk coin. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Let's just imagine that every perk here, down below... Here, I'm just gonna get a bunch of this garbage here, okay? I'm gonna get this. Bam, bam. Okay. Let's just imagine every level is worth 2 perk coins. I'm just gonna unlock a bunch of these stupid cards. I'm just spending all my levels. Over time, I'm going to keep on refining my perks. Boing! And then I go over here. Twanga, and I scrap. Yep. Now look around and look for any straggler perks. Any straggler perks. Gotta look. They sneak in there sometimes with these perk packs. I'm getting real tight in some of these categories. Wow. And now I have 50. Now, if I want, I can level up one of these categories, or I can keep on saving up until I get 100 more coins. Better yet, 150 coins. That's going to take forever. I can't level up any of these until I get 50 more coins. Okay? So, just going to chill with these 50 coins. It's chilling. I feel like, you know, eventually I'm going to be getting rid of all these cards. Leaving myself with just like a couple. You know, this is my build. Everything else is gone. Right? Isn't that weird? You see, I'm saving all this critical stuff because I feel like one day I will be doing that. Making sure I could just max out the critting. Bloody mess, of course, I can't get rid of. Curator makes your bobbleheads last twice as long. It only costs 1 point. Good basalt is good to put on every so often. See, if I got rid of all the crit stuff, I could say, you know, I just don't do that. That's just not what I do. Nope. I mean, there's all kinds of builds that involve, or potentially, your crits heals your group. You know, we don't have to use that yet, but I feel like eventually we will be. Eventually, you'll have to. I feel. It's just a lot, you know? 6, 12, 18, 24. $30. Potentially even $36.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, why must I do this to myself? 36. Gosh darn, 42. I could do it. I could do it. I could really do it. I can do it, people. It's disgusting. But I can do it. It's so sickening. If I did that, I would just give myself, what, just 1 more point somewhere? Eventually. I'll wait until I have to, but I'm really thinking about getting rid of all those critical perks, and then maybe even the rifle perks. I've already gotten rid of all my damaging perks. I just like to have some options. But the day for options has to come to an end, don't you think? Yeah, I really do think. Alright, let's go back down to my camp. Get some water. Do some final preparations and dive on into the daily op to see what's really going on. The blood-black nothingness began to spin. I'm over here. Why am I over here? Cool. So, let's get my water. I think I'm good to go. My perks are fine. I'll try to use my minigun and I'll take off Enforcer. I'll put on Marathoner. It might be a factor, you know what I mean? But then I have Skeet Shooter just hanging out there doing a gosh darn nothing. But Skeet Shooter's still important. I'm just not using my shotgun to cripple the enemy. I mean? Alright, I'm going in. Wish me flub. Going in. I am immortal. Burning Mind, Blood Eagles, Volatile, we're going in. I'm immortal. I am immune to explosive damage. Dense chest mod and fireproof 3. Only problem is this place, this location, sort of requires a jetpack. I have the jet. No, I don't. Okay, next time I'll bring the jetpack with me and I'll put it on just for a second. I'll take it off. That'd be kind of funny.
Initiate Vernon Dodge, Brotherhood of Steel. This area is a hotbed of enemy activity, but we've lost connection to the uplinks, providing intel.
Oh, I'm so accustomed to these guys being invisible.
Head there and repair
Okay, next time I'll be bringing my jetpack with me and I'll swap it out.
Should be able to spot the first uplink now.
Uh-oh. I went too far in some places.
The first uplink calibration is starting up.
And this place is great
Close by to
if you have mines.
watch your back.
I don't need Ricochet for these people. I'll use Bloody Mess at first. And we'll go from there.
Oh, yes.
That's right. You can't bite me. Okay, this next part, if you have a jetpack, is a lot faster. But there might be a way to hopscotch across. There we go. Yeah, the volatile is super easy. And the Blood Eagles are easier than mutants, so this is probably the easier one. But the location, I don't know. It's really easy as well if you have a jetpack. But that's the contradiction. That's the tricky part. The fact that I'll be needing to swap out. I recommend that you bring both the jetpack and the dense chest mod. You just have to be able to swap out towards the end of this. I think there'll be, like, stuff like that. I think there'll be needless deaths if you don't have the dense chest mod and fireproof 3. It's just too much. These guys are in your face, all around you. You have a random dog or something. This is the part that needs a jetpack, sort of.
Oh,
We need
yes.
both for proper connection. Head to the second uplink.
Oh, you could jump it. You could jump it. Oh my gosh, I did it. And I'll never do it again. That's actually faster than the jetpack.
Mission of uplink 2 underway. Stick close, keep shooting, and make this one fast.
I will. Yes, so just to show you how awesome the dense chest mod and fireproof is, look at this. I'm immune. Normally this would kill you. Like, without the dense chest mod and just fireproof 3, it takes off like that much life. It's ridiculous. Like if you shoot point blank with a shotgun, I'm immune. I surf you like water. This one's way easier because now you can use VATS. The invisible thing, you can't use VATS until they shoot. Uh-oh. With a you and a you and a you and a you. Hello, Eduardo. What it really do, yo? What it really do? Yeah, here we go. Wash your fingertips off in coffee, and then drink the coffee. Yeah. Again, look at my life.
Oh,
Nothing.
yes.
Especially if you use bloody mess, and you're bloodied, and you're attacking at full bloodied, and you have Demolition Expert 5. Oh boy. The more damage you do, the more damage you do to yourself. For example, if you have like crippling modifiers and limb damage, and you don't have adamantium on, you'll be breaking your own legs all the time. The reason why I'm not using a million stim packs is because I have adamantium skeleton on. It's sort of a luxury under endurance.
Here we go. Full connection. Looks like it's working, too. I got a real swarm of hostiles that need eliminating. Head to their position now.
Oh, no! Okay, I thought I was totally stuck. Okay, come on. Where are you? You can totally jump across up there.
Yep, that did the trick. You're sending out the big guns now. Take them down. Ad Victoriam. Brotherhood will need these uplings to better understand threats like this. You've done us a great service.
Easy.
Dodge out.
Okay, let's try it again. Let's try going down. I'll show you the route I'm talking about. This right here. See, you can't. Going this way is so much slower, but I guess you could jump. Blah blah blah. Gabba gabba hee hi hey. This is me alone. I don't jump as high if I'm on a team. If you're going down. I run here, tappa tappa, tappa tappa, jumpa jumpa, jumpa jumpa, you see? Jumpa jumpa, and then we're done. Okay, that's it. Let's do it one more time. Gotta practice. That's the route. This thing here is kind of hard. But if you that's why you don't go this way. You wanna, you know. You want to go the other way, so you want to start here and go there. It's slower the opposite path. So, blah blah blah, AP. I just run, I'm not jumping. Tappa tappa. Tappa tappa. Tappa. Tappa tappa. See? And tappa. There we go. By tappa, I meant I just make contact with the ground. Make contact. I wasn't jumping on the way down. If you jump on the way down, you'll go too far. You just have to let yourself tap, tap, tap. If you don't tap, you'll fall down and you'll stop moving. In this game, if you jump down from a high enough height, you just stop moving. Like this. You don't want that to happen. That slows you down. Like this. That wasn't that high. But yeah, cool. Let's see what I got, everybody. Let's see what I got. Oh my god, what did I get? Your blood. First try, Elder, baby. They might want to have a higher difficulty. I think eventually they'll have the bad guys have volatile and freezing shot, like 2 things, or maybe even 3 things. And then eventually we'll see these guys out in the field. That's even better. I got the symptomatic. I got the symptomatic. What? Blink, blink, blink. That's right. The symptomatic lets you respec all of your perks for free, including your legendary perks. And you can use it as much as you want. But other people, you could charge them up to 1,000 caps per session. I'm joking. You get rid of all of your diseases. Let's go. Under appliances or miscellaneous. Her here. Ha her. Step right up, step right up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get yourself diagnosed and asymptomatic, baby. Oh man, this is a healthy joint. This is a healthy joint, baby. Do I care about health or fun? Better stop shooting me, Bosco. I'm not the one to be shot at. Up on the roof like a big weirdo? Like a big old weirdo? I mean, who would do that? Who would put stuff on the roof? Besides a big old stinking weird person. Who would really do that? Oh yeah. Now I have a plus 75 to all stats bonus. What do I think about the Microsoft acquisition? Well, I think ever since Microsoft acquired Mojang Studios, I don't know. I think it's a good thing. Well, I've already explained, I think that the Microsoft acquisition was more in terms of the data of the humans, the human data connected to the games. That's one. Two, the cloud-based technologies that ZeniMax and Bethesda have been working on, and their VR technologies. Okay. And along with it, they're getting id Software. They're getting all kinds of companies. So this would just quit. Everybody, we're done working. We sold it. We sold everything. It's like Pepsi selling themselves to Coke. It's kind of weird. Pepsi, a Coke product. Same flavor, now owned by Coke. Or DC, now owned by Disney. Just imagine Disney and imagine Marvel and DC being owned by Disney. It doesn't change DC. It could still have a darker theme, you know. But whatever. So I'm going back in. I now know what I must do. I should do it 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times solo, and then I do it with the team. It's so much easier with a team, of course. Plus, my stats are higher. Oh yes, Deborah.
This is Initiate Dodge.
Initiate Vernon Dodge. Lost contact with the uplinks in your area.
Tabs on the enemy.
Bah.
The signal repeater's down as well.
Alright, alright.
That'll need to be repaired first. Head out.
Respirators. Respirators. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. It's that one guy from the thing. And it's also, Raleigh Clay, isn't it? Isn't that Raleigh Clay? Killing our best guys. Killing our... It's a cooler version. Subtle. Very subtle. Very subtle. You are my sunshine. Oh, my only sunshine. Whoa, I thought that was a person running on all fours. I thought that was a human running on all fours. That would be very scary, wouldn't it? Just a person galloping over. Oh, he killed himself. I got him with the poison. You make me happy. The skies are gray. Shazam! Shazam! This one doesn't even need practice, you know? This one doesn't even need practice. Even though I did figure out that secret path, so it might be important if I do practice. I might figure out some other path. The sound of running humans scares me. So there's advertisements for Fallout Miami. I looked at it, and it's stupid. Just some palm trees. And some maps that people made. Fallout Miami has more than just new locations. You'll find yourself in bar fights, shootouts, and other crazy antics in Miami. Hey Michael, you should shut your stupid mouth. Yeah. If I start a team, a person will join me in 2 seconds. Do I have to say anything more than that? If I open up a team, okay, people will join me in 3 seconds, and then I won't be alone anymore. Yeah. Are you here to learn from me? Did you learn something there, Bosco? Did you learn something, Michael? Or are you here to tell me things? You're here to learn something. So shut up. The reason why I'm not in a team is because I don't want someone to join me. And they will join me. Whenever it's time for me to stop doing this practice flim flam, I'll just slap on the daily ops flim flam, and then I'll go back in and people will start trickling into my little groupie poo. I'm more concerned about strange in numbers than herd mentality. Even though I do have herd mentality. I don't really miss those little attribute points. I mean... You made a bunch of Gauss minis, Steve? You don't know which ones to keep? Well, you know which ones to get rid of. Start with that. They weigh a lot, right? And you can't transfer them between characters. You know which ones to get rid of. Just hold on to the ones that you're iffy about. I'm still holding on to a couple weird weapons I'm iffy about. Come on. It's one dude, huh? Oh, that was fast.
Restore the uplinks and bagged yourself
Huh.
a real mean one, too.
A real mean one, baby.
You've earned my respect, team. Well done. Dodge out.
This shit, Vernon Dodge here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. So now I'm done going solo, because this thing doesn't really require solo. So as the people trickle in, they'll trickle in. So it is true that you just have to be in a group with no one on your team, and herd mentality still works. You'll get your plus stats. But I am more concerned about strange in numbers and herd mentality. And I don't really need every drop of my stats. For example, I swap between unyielding and bolstering, and that's a like 15-point difference, so I could handle a couple point different here and there, you know what I mean? It's no big deal. Well, it was only 636 because at the last phase, there's only like 2 guys left, and I felt like there's less guys overall. Maybe it was moderating itself based upon the number of people. Okay, here I go again on my own with somebody else. Oomp puff, oomp fluff, oopa dee dave. Ah, split up. You totally go to Bravo. I'm going straight to the radio.
You've lost contact with the uplinks in your area.
And then to Bravo, or whatever it is.
Operational if we hope to keep tabs on the enemy. Team, I've got a signal. Head to the first uplink to re-establish connection.
Wonderful. Absolutely remarkable.
Beginning signal calibration. Team, contact.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So you got Vampire with limb damage, which is fantastic. Two shots. Or Furious with aiming. What do you mean by aiming? Resistance while aiming? Well, the Furious is nice for a boss. The limb damage, well, the Vampires with limb damage, I mean, the Vampires will keep you alive, but it would be better if you had like a faster fire rate. Limb flam thing. Get over here, Brad. Stop fighting them out there. Get over here and boost our speed. Turn around and shoot them. Yes. Boost speed times 3. Yeah, so the limb damage is great for like grounding a Scorch Beast or something, or just crippling something, and then you're staying alive. But it's not the best. That Furious, the +1 agility is nice, I guess. I mean, it'll help your evasive and dodgy, so that kind of keeps you alive. You know, your defense goes up with your agility with evasive. About to roll out. Better tie your shoes. Double knot them if you have to. We're about to run.
That little light means I've got one calibrated signal. How about you head to the second uplink and give me another?
Yes. The bird bones makes it worse.
Calibration on the second
In terms of like, it made me floatier.
little dice here and there. Don't let up.
The berry mentats hardly works in here because everything's so darn orange. Yeah, and the enemies are kind of too far away. Berry mentats would work in Vault 94 against humans because it's narrow and they're like right behind the wall. Here they're running from slightly further away, you know? Yeah. And then I go down.
There we go. Full connection.
You got Tappa here.
I got a real swarm of hostiles that need eliminating. Head to their position now.
Kill them. Wasted my time.
Priority target incoming. I think you know your orders, team. Make us proud. Advertorial. Mission accomplished, team. These upgrades are invaluable to
So I think it's rotating between giving me like 100 caps and like 25 script. It rotates between the two. Or I get both every time, I don't know. 539. Oh my. It is unfortunate that you only get one thing per day. Otherwise, you'd be able to grind this thing through right away. They don't want you to do it all day long. They want you to do it just enough to get your reward. You can grind it until you complete it. There's some sharp logs right there. Yeah. It all depends on how deep they're buried. They might be really, really deep. At that point, they ain't moving, people. They ain't moving. Okay. Yeah, whenever they're gone, we can go back in. We have shots fired, shots fired. Cranberry relish, go. The dude's still in there. He's still in there, people. Now it's time. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, it doesn't really give you that much XP. Compared to other things, you know what I mean? If you ran daily ops all day long versus just farming all day long, if you cared about XP, oh boy. Run past me to Bravo. Run past me to Bravo. Don't fight the enemies between point A and point B. Run past the enemies. Okay. 39 seconds.
And I can already see you've got company. Stand your ground.
At least a shotgun's super effective against these guys. Don't you miss the resilient ones? It's weird how we got volatile back to back. I guess that just teaches you that you can get anything back to back. Anything. Wonderful. Like these guys, 88 XP. You know what I mean? The enemies over there in West Tech. Well, I'm not using any of the buffs right now, but you know, with the buffs, these guys will give me between like 150, 160, and like 200, maybe even 300 taps. But over there, enemies are providing between 412 and 1400. See how he jumped and that was bad? That was a good run I just did there, but I was late, but I got there first.
Signal coming in. Stay on it, team. Almost there now.
And the burrows and like a lot of areas where even just level 50 enemies in anywhere, if you just take the same amount of time and you found a dense batch of enemies, you get a huge amount of flim-flam. I'm doing this really for the training so I can figure out little tactics and so forth. I bet you could stand right there or something. You know what I mean? Let me find. You probably can't go too far. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of spots you can stand. What's gonna do when I get on my floor? Gonna flap the wings and. Okay, here we go. Hit the floor and. You don't have the secret Nuka-Cola door anymore. It might be under... I don't know. Is it under doors? It might not be under doors, huh? Spread out. Spread out. Hey, good night. Kissperson.com. You asked me how it was in the army? It's like a movie. It's just like a movie. Mission accomplished, team. These uplinks are invaluable to understanding hostile activity in the region. I would say it's just like a movie about like some weird space colony of Marines that have to do things, otherwise bad things happen. And you're on like some space station satellite. And you're wearing like weird uniforms and everything, and you're at the cafeteria with haircuts and everything. You're talking about the day, calling each other sir and ma'am. It's pretty cool. Everyone's professional. You can trust everyone. Everyone's professional. Everyone watches their language, doesn't jaywalk. No one litters on the ground. No one sips their soda while they're walking. Nobody smokes and walks. If you smoke, you go stand over there. Nobody walks and talks on their cell phone. Everyone drives appropriately. Everyone signals when turning. No one double parks. Everyone respects handicap parking. People open up doors for one another. And, you know, everyone calls each other hero. Listen up, hero. You know, and everyone is different degrees of heroes. I would say it's like working for Stark Foundation or like a shield, where everybody is a different degree of hero and you're all kind of bragging about what kind of degree of hero you are subconsciously and subliminally. You're saying, oh yeah, well, last year I was in the Kosovo exchange and the helicopter went down and I dragged out 55 people from the thing and look at my blugga 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 doo doo doo. Oh yeah, well, I one time lifted up a K-bar flim flam with one hand and I rescued the children that were on fire. You know, sort of thing. Well, you guys are talking. My friend blew up in the vehicle and I was sitting next to him. I had to clean up his guts with my bare hands. Oh yeah? Well, my parachute didn't open up and both my legs blew off. These are fake, you see? You see? Oh yeah? Try talking without a lower jaw. You know what white phosphorus does to you? Everyone's doing that all day long. Walking around. You know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Everybody, let's change the team goal to casual and keep on going. I mean, pretty cool. And, you know, it's pretty cool if you view it like a big old camping trip. You know, view it like a camping trip or like the Boy Scouts that you're really prepared for. And if you are super prepared, it's fun. You know, if you're super duper prepared, it's fun. If you're not prepared, it's kind of horrifying and bad. I would compare it to this. Your life is in your own hands. Imagine doing like a rock climbing with the ropes and the pulleys and the hooks and everything. And imagine you show up and you don't have like half of the items and you're borrowing it from other people and you don't know how to tie the thing because you weren't paying attention and everyone's trying to help you and you're being disrespectful and you're like, I don't care about this. And people are trusting you to hold on to the rope. It's exactly like that. But imagine they're yelling at you the whole time. And everyone is looking at you, and everyone knows how serious it is, but except for you. You're the only one that doesn't know it's serious. But imagine if you do take it serious, it's fun. As long as you use the right signals. Belay on belay. You're handing off the hooks and everything, the carabiners and the... You know, you have your oxygen tanks, everyone knows what to do, you got the breathing, sleeping bags, and all kinds of stuff. If you don't have anything, things get chaotic, and it's bad. So readiness equals happiness. You know? All you gotta do is just show up in the right uniform at the right time, is what they say. And just stand around and get told what to do. And that's it. And they almost always break it down like Baby Barney style. Because they're talking to a bunch of people from different backgrounds. And it's all about the person giving the instructions. It's their fault if it fails. Get that? That's why they're yelling at you. So, if you get tasked to some detail to go do some task... Let's go take over this. Like, if you're told to go help clean up that park... There's going to be somebody in charge. That person in charge has full responsibility for what happens. So they're going to be yelling at you the entire time saying, pick up that rake, put it over there, everybody get the bags, why aren't you here on time? Go get the person, where is the bags? Get the bags! You know, because they want to make sure it's perfect. But all you have to do is just rake over there, put the rake on the pot, stand up straight, grab the bag, open it up, say, yes, cool. And you do all kinds of extra. You grab the bags and you throw them. You get the rakes. You put it over here. Anything else? They love you. They love you if you just follow darn orders and do them. You know? So if you could do all that, it's actually a fun, awesome time. And you have power and money. You got money and power and no real responsibilities. All of your responsibilities are army related, and the army's taking care of everything, meaning like your food, all the clothing that you need for your job, the way that you get to work every day, all the food, all the important things are sort of taken care of. You know what I mean? If you get married, they pay you more. They pay you more if you get married. And they give you a house. Everybody gets a house. You could be you could be in the army for a year. And you say, yeah, hey, I'm married. And all of a sudden they give you a house on base. Everyone gets a house with a front yard, backyard, a garage. Okay? Everyone gets a house. If you're married. If you're not married, you live in the dorm barrack situation. But that's not bad. It's basically like a dorm. And everybody has their Xboxes and PlayStations and TVs and computers, you know, because you got money and you don't have to spend it on food. Or like a car. Because you live across the street from where you work. To the point where if you sleep in, they knock on your door. They bang on your door saying, wake up. You know, get out there. Why were you late? Go wake him up. You go run across the street to go wake him up. You see? But then it's very physical fitness oriented. So if you like physical fitness stuff, you know, you're well fed and you're trained up physically. You might get some free UFC training in the process. Something like that, you know? So. And your job itself, you know, you do your job and you do it. It's pretty cool, whatever your job might be. I'm talking about all jobs besides infantry, of course. Infantry, you actually do infantry stuff. And that might not be as fun, or it might be even more fun than everything I've mentioned. Depending on your personality. You know what I mean? I wasn't mentioning... I'm talking about other jobs. There's many normal jobs in the army. Any job you could kind of think of, there's a version of that in the army, sort of. Sort of. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just answering the question from Goodnight Kiss was asking me how it was in the army, so that's what I was answering there for you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, for example, let's say that you are in the middle of... I'll describe the middle of my Iraqi deployment, okay? Or whatever. Or the middle of my Afghani deployment. Either one. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same. Sort of. Or a good day. A good day. They gave me every... like, one day every 8 days off. Not once a week, but one day after that. They gave me 1 day off, which was great. But during my other deployments, I never got a day off. I never got any days off. Day off? What does that mean? Ridiculous. But you're not really off. You're just... you get to go down to the rec center or something. You know? Whatever. In military bases overseas... well, not overseas, I mean... the, like, the combat bases, like in Iraq and everything... they have... Pizza Hut, Burger King or McDonald's, depending on where you are. Subway, Taco Bell, Cinnabon. I'll tell you what, a Cinnabon came. People, a Cinnabon came to my area, like right across from where I work. Can you imagine that? A Cinnabon? And a little bazaar. It was like a thing, they sold carpets and suits and... you know, bootleg items. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't like mongrels. These guys provide decent XP, actually. So what I kind of want to do right now is go around the map, taking over workshops, and in the process... getting my collectrons up and running. Yeah, so they had a Cinnabon. It was almost like a utopian, heavenly sort of experience. The first time I was able to take my break and just like read some book. I was reading a book or I was reading something, sitting in the coffee shop, you know, eating a Cinnabon with a fork, a pecan caramel bun, thinking, wow, this is it, huh? Mind you, I got a rifle on me, and it's pretty bad. It's very sandy outside. It's very hot, but it's AC indoors. I'm drinking this delicious situation. Green Beans Coffee is the place that you see everywhere, and sometimes as you're moving between point A and point B, you might stay at another base for a couple days, you know, as the flights transfer. Okay. Yeah. Just keep on going. I'll come back for these dogs, maybe. Yeah, sometimes you get a couple days to kind of hang out in an area, and they have a bunch of tents, and you kind of just put your duffel bag down below the bunk, and you could do your laundry sometimes if you're lucky. They have laundry services if you're there for too long, but you don't want to do that. It's horrible if you're not there for too long, and all kinds of stuff. So you just hang out at this. They usually have little movie theaters. They have like free popcorn, like everything's kind of free. There's free snacks everywhere, and there's rec centers with pool tables and a bunch of Xboxes, and everything's free. You just check out a booth. It's like, I want number 4. And you go there because it's all free, you know? They're trying to help you relax, and you're a hero. They're giving you things. Good job, hero. Good job. Ba-ba-da, beep-a-doo, papa-doo, bum-bum. You know? Cool. If you like all that sort of thing. It's so weird, it's almost like you wouldn't think that sort of thing would even exist on Earth. It's so bizarre. It's so weird. You don't even know. It really is. You know, let's finish this defense mission. So, military bases in the States, in garrison, are usually located amongst the populace. There's usually a town that borders or surrounds the military base. Like, Fort Bliss is in El Paso. Fort Drum borders Evans Mills, Watertown, stuff like that. Fort Bragg is in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So, these were like military towns, and if you go down to the mall or to anywhere, everybody has a military haircut because everybody's actually in the army. If you go down to the arcade or the place where people hang out, everybody is in the military, sort of, or at least all the males, and a high percentage of the females, but not all of them. It's really weird. Okay? If you go into Walmart, everybody's military, or not really. And they sort of rely on it, but it's chaos outside the base. But once you enter the base, you know, once you go through the line to enter the military base and you show your ID, and they check your car for bombs, and they randomly select a car to search. Like, they do a full car search randomly. They do a partial car search to every car, like with the mirrors and everything, and they do a full car search where they open up your everything. Because bombs. Come on. And you are consenting to a search at any time, and you're pretty much waiving most of your rights when you enter a military base. You know what I mean? There's a big old sign. You can't take any pictures or anything. But once you get there, it's perfect, you know? Everything is nice. or everything